with our Paraiba presentation. We've got some great information for you today. As I said, some new information, all positive that we've been able to get this week about Paraiba. Myself personally, I've been privileged to get some behind the scenes information, which we all like, right? We like behind the scenes information. So we'll share a little bit of that with you because that's important, right? We all want to know what the company's doing is real, and I can assure you it is, based on everything I've seen. So we're proceeding with high confidence with the opportunity you're about to see here today. We're at a time right now where a lot of people are in homes and looking for something that can create them a little bit of extra income, right? We don't know about how the job situation might be for some of us, or if you own a brick and mortar business, how that's going to be. We don't know. There's a lot of question marks going on right now. A lot of people are looking for something additional, something that can supplement their income. And the online space is an exciting place to be, but we also want to be careful in what we're getting involved with, right? Especially in the crypto space, because we want to make sure that our precious crypto is not being wasted. We want to make sure that it's going to the right place, that it's going to a safe place. And I think what we're going to show you today is that place. We've done a lot of great due diligence here, as you're about to see. And the numbers just make sense to me anyway. I hope they make sense to you as we go by. So my name is Michael Zavitz. I'm from Ontario, Canada. And actually my educational background is in marketing and also holistic health. And I've been in the network marketing space now for about 20 years, and I love the space. I started out with a telecom company, nutritional companies, and in the last 5 years, I've done very well in the crypto space. It's an exciting place to be. A lot of like-minded people in this space, which is great. We're all looking for more freedom, more income. Go where we want, when we want, with who we want, right? That's a great thing to be able to do in life. And to be able to do those things, a lot of the time, you've got to have money working for you, either people working for you or money working for you. In this case, we have crypto working for us behind the scenes while we're eating or sleeping or doing something else, lying on a beach, whatever it might be. So that's what's really cool about being in this space. We can leverage our time to be doing something else while our crypto is working for us, right? So that's the cool thing about being in this space. So we're going to talk today about a new-ish, and I say ish because it's not brand new last week, but a fairly new company, especially to the English-speaking world, called Paraiba, and which means it's a gemstone, by the way, in case you're wondering what the word Paraiba meant. Of course, that's in the logo, so maybe that's obvious to most people, but Paraiba is a bluish gemstone, so that's obviously a nice thing. But Paraiba is also a company that is going to show us how to create some extra income on a weekly basis, daily and weekly basis from crypto. So let me just bring up the presentation here. Just give me a moment. The computer's a little bit slow today. Let me bring up the PowerPoint, the PDF presentation, and we'll get started here. Everybody just relax, and this is just information here today. There's not going to be any pressure. Just relax, keep your mind open. The mind's like a parachute. It only works when it's open. And I always like to say, too, that I'd rather be rich because I was curious than broke because I was skeptical. So I'm glad you guys are here today with curious minds to see what's going on here with this company. Okay, here we go. Got it coming up here now. Give me one moment. Okay, there it is. All right, let me just share my screen. I think it's control. All right, guys, computer's a little bit slow here, but we'll get this going. Okay, share screen. Okay. Can everybody see my screen? Maybe somebody give me a thumbs up. Stefan, can you see it? I can't hear you, by the way. You're, okay. All right, I see your thumb.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So when the computer's done working, I'm going to scroll down here and we'll get started.
Too many people use computer now, so.
I know it. Oh, we'll get there one day. Okay, here we go. Okay, so guys, I'm not an employee of Paraiba. I'm an independent affiliate, just like most of you on this call are, except for maybe one person. And oh, I'm at the bottom. That's why it's not scrolling down. Just get to the top. Well, and let me just go over a quick risk disclaimer before we get started. So, with anything, guys, doesn't matter what it is, with anything, we want to make sure that you realize that there's no guarantee, right? There's risk in anything that you do, especially online, and certainly in crypto, and there's no guarantee. So we don't want you putting in funds that you need for your mortgage or need for food or need for anything, that's serious and real. Well, we want to make sure that you have extra income should you be choosing to participate here, right? So very important to understand there's risk in anything that we do online. Okay, so let's get on to our business. Paraiba, guys, is a company located out of Hong Kong for registration purposes. And at this point, we've got leaders around the world that are starting to see what's going on. This company actually started in October of 2019, but it really opened mostly to the German-speaking market. And they've got thousands of members in that market. But in the last few weeks, they've opened up to the English-speaking world. And now we've got leaders piling in here because they see the importance of the positioning. They see what this company is doing. They see something that can be long-term and sustainable in the crypto space, because we all love crypto in and crypto out. That's what we like. We don't want to deal in that fiat world too much anymore. So they're seeing what's going on here with Paraiba, and leaders are coming in. So you all on this call right now are in the right place at the right time, because this is fairly new at this point. And you're going to see one income stream in particular whereby you are getting paid a percentage off everybody that comes in the company after you. So that's kind of cool. So being here now at the beginning is fantastic for that particular income stream. So congratulations that you're here at the beginning, but it's just going to grow and grow and grow. And you know what? There's some people that aren't in this yet, but will be. And the question is do you want them on your team or do you want them on someone else's team, right? So that's the great thing about being involved now. So very excited. So the business concept, guys, Paraiba deals in the background mostly with, at this point, cryptocurrency trading. And they've got 7 highly skilled cryptocurrency traders working behind the scenes, creating a daily profit for the company. And they pay us from Wednesday to Saturday here in North America time, and early morning hours Thursday to Sunday Europe time. So 4 days out of 7. Now you might be asking yourself, why does the company pay 4 days out of 7? Well, because obviously we want the company to be here for a very long time. So maybe there's a day that the trading isn't quite as great. So we've got that cushion of the other 3 days that they're trading throughout the week that makes up for that. So we want the company obviously to have a very strong foundation, right? It matters that the company stays strong, stays profitable for the long term. Now, I had the opportunity, and this is the something new that I was talking about, alluding to earlier. I had the opportunity a few days ago to speak with our CEO, Erich Ely. He's out of Germany. And he showed me just a little bit about the behind-the-scenes trading going on. And he was showing me some of the trades that had happened the night before, and there were dozens and dozens of trades from one of their traders from Turkey. And there was another one as well. And so I was able to see the trading activity of the company. So that's important because we don't want to be involved in a company that doesn't have something real behind the scenes, right? That would be a Ponzi, that would be just a money game. We don't want money games anymore, right, guys? We're done with those things. Might have been something for people 4 or 5 years ago in the crypto space when things were just getting going and people didn't know better. But at this point, we want our precious crypto to be safe and actually working in a real environment. And I was able to see that. And so I appreciate Erich for allowing me to see what was going on. And he also talked about some of the safety, how they keep the crypto safe. And from all of the things that I saw, it all adds up to a nice package of a company that is doing things properly. And that's very important, right? Very, very important. And here's something really cool about the traders in this. The traders are basically insured. So what that means is that if you have a trader, say for example that they are trading 10 Bitcoin, well, they have to put up 3 Bitcoin if they have a 30% drawdown that they might go to, okay? So that trader puts up 3 Bitcoin in a separate wallet that the company holds. And if that trader gets into a drawdown and loses, then the company has that 3 Bitcoin. And so the company never loses. So I've never heard of a company doing that. That's pretty cool. And that's also going to make the trader think twice before they do something rash or something stupid, right? Which we hope they would never do. But it could happen, right? So there's an insurance there, a collateral. So the company never loses. I like that. That's cool. I want to be a part of a company that never loses. So about 95% of this company is doing the crypto trading. There's a bit of arbitrage in there as well with the crypto trading. And just to define arbitrage in an example, let's just say that on Binance, Bitcoin was $9,000. Maybe they could buy it for $9,000. They could sell it maybe on BitMEX for $9,100. So they make a $100 profit. So it's the difference between prices on various exchanges around the world and different markets around the world. So this, happens every day. There's arbitrage opportunities every single day in this space. So very exciting, guys. The way this company makes it, it's very fluid. They don't have to go to the put money to bank and then bring it back here and move it all around all over the place. It stays in the crypto realm, which is good. Keeps it much more liquid for the company, and I like that. Okay, so what does this company pay us? Well, right now, as I mentioned, they're paying us 4 days a week, up to 0.5% on your investment or your deposit. It's actually 0.3% to 0.5%. And we'll get into the amounts of that as we go along here. And as you can see at the bottom, distributed Thursday through Sunday. So right now it's pay time. Last night everybody saw a payment come in. So if you're looking at this for the first time, then congratulations when you get started. You're during the pay days right now. So when you get started, in your first 24 hours, you're going to start to see profit in your account. So that's cool. So how can you start with Paraiba? So Paraiba has a minimum investment of $25 and a minimum reinvestment of $25. Now, do I personally suggest that's what you start with? Probably not. I like to say that Paraiba is a little bit of a higher class company. I don't want to put anyone down saying that $25 is nothing or $5 or whatever, small amounts of money or nothing, because for some people it's a lot of money, and I understand that. But maybe Paraiba is not for those people, unfortunately. We need to go into something else, and that's okay. So we're a little bit more of an exclusive company. We really would suggest, I would suggest anyway personally, that $100 minimum would be what you want to get started with in Paraiba, and you can see that with various income streams. Even $1,000 I think is better. You can see that as we go along here. So a little bit of a higher class opportunity here, guys. And I think really we want that, right? We want to bring in the best people that we can, and we're doing that. We've got a great family of people already here with Paraiba, and we're very excited about that. So what happens is that you have 100 days in a cycle, guys, which is about 6 months. So we're getting paid 4 days a week. That's about 16, maybe a little bit more, but around 16 on average days per month that we're getting paid. All right. And after that cycle, after the 6 months, you can decide if you want to take out all your money. You can do that, and that's fine. And we're going to show, by the way, guys, we're going to show the back office here afterwards. Stefan's going to show the back office and how everything works and what everything looks like. So we can show some serious success here. We're already seeing people making thousands of dollars a day with Paraiba. I've seen people making hundreds of dollars per day with Paraiba. So we already know what's possible here with this company. So that's very exciting. And some of you are brand new and you're getting there. But I would rather build something. I would rather take 3 months and build something that can last 3 years, rather than build something for 3 weeks that lasts 3 months. Right? I want something that lasts a long time. So if it takes a little bit longer, a few weeks longer to build up a big team here and build up some serious income from this, that's okay, because I want to be able to wake up, and I'm sure you do too, and know that Paraiba is going to be there, right? And not be some flash in the pan company out there. So our compensation model, guys, there's 5 different ways that we can make money with Paraiba. We're going to go through very briefly all of these ways. We have your own investment here. There's something called the first line bonus, which is also called the matching bonus. And then there's the pool share, which is the streamline, and that's the one I mentioned earlier where you're getting paid off everybody that comes in the company after you. And that's really exciting. That's a really cool, unique feature of Paraiba. We have the downline bonus. You're getting paid off everybody on your team. And we have a one-time ranking bonus based on achievements that you make as you go along. So here's your own investment. So as I mentioned before, we're getting 0.3% per day, and those are on deposits of $49,999 or less. Okay, so anywhere from $25 up to that amount, 0.3% per day. That works out to about 5% per month or so. And then deposits over $50,000 are 0.5% per day, which works out to about 8% per month. Okay. Now, some of you might be thinking, wow, I'm used to these 2%, 3%, 5% per day programs. And all I can say is good luck to you with those. You know, I'm not going to put my money in those programs and they're gone in 3 weeks. You know, I don't want to do that. You know, crypto's too precious. I want my money working in a place that's plausible, reasonable with what they're paying us. And this is certainly plausible and very reasonable because we want it to last. So these make sense that way. And I'm going to show you a strategy afterwards, after we're done here, that can actually get you more than this. Okay, so more than 8%, actually even more than 10% is possible. Okay, more than 10% is possible per month. If you take advantage of a certain passive method and all the different ways that we get paid here. So there are strategies that can allow you to earn even more here with Paraiba. And of course, if you build a team, lots of great things can happen here. Let me show you how that works. So here's the first way we get paid here, by sharing Paraiba with other people. However, these positions can also be yourself. The company does allow first line positions to be yourself. That's okay. They allow it. So it allows you to qualify for some of these different ways that we get paid. And they can be your own account. So you can have 5 accounts underneath your main account. That's okay. Or 10. That's up to you. That is allowed, and we'll show you that afterwards. So the first line bonus is pretty simple. You need to have $100 yourself deposited. And each of the people that you sponsor into Paraiba, they also need to have $100. And if you have between 1 and 4 people, the company's going to pay you 0.05% daily of their earnings. And then 5 to 9.1, and it goes up to 20 here, as you can see. So once you have 20 or more, the company now is paying 0.3% per day from their deposits. So this can add up. This can get very exciting as time goes by. So we want to be obviously sharing this with as many people as we possibly can over a period of time and get at least 20 people so you can get that maximum of 0.3% per day. So what if you did that in 3 weeks, 4 weeks? Great. What if it took you 3 months? That's okay too. It doesn't matter, right? This is not a sprint. It's a marathon. You'll all get there in time, because there's lots of people out there that are looking for something that is conservative and that is real and that works, okay, and that can last. That's what we want. They're looking for this company. Believe me, they're out there because they're coming in now. Let me get to the next way that we get paid. And this is exciting, and you're going to really see once we show the back office. You're going to see how exciting the streamlined pool share is here. The pool share allows you to get paid off every single person that comes in the company after you, okay? So let's say, for example, that when you come into the company, your number of the company is, say, 10,000. That's your number, okay? Everyone that's after you coming in, so 10,001, 10,002, doesn't matter if they're on your team or anybody else's team worldwide, they all count in the pool share for you. So that's pretty cool. So the way this company works is they're going to take this number. Right now, I'm not sure where this number is, but it's in and around nearly 5 million, I believe. Okay, so that's all the deposits that have come in the company since they started. And it's growing every day. I mean, I see people that have just started, they got hundreds of thousands already, and they're streamlined. So, that's the growth that's happening right now. So I think there's in and around $5 million or so right now in the streamline. So people are getting a share of the profits generated from that $5 million. And the company will pay you out 7 levels of daily profit from this streamlined pool share. So to give you an example, I'll just take an example of the first pool. To qualify for this, you need to have $1,000 personally. $1,000 personally in your account, and you need to have one directly sponsored member that has $1,000 in their account, or a total of $1,000 from multiple members. Okay, so it just needs to be first line total of 1,000. That will qualify you then for that daily pool share. Second pool, as an example, you need to have $5,000 personally deposited in Paraiba. You need to have 3 direct people personally sponsored with a total of 5,000 for those 3 people. So it could be, one person with 1,000, next person with 1,000, third person with 3,000. Right? That would total 5,000. So the way the company figures this out is they take the total pool streamline amount, okay, and they times that by 0.05%, and then they divide it by the amount of people on each one of these 7 levels in the pool, okay? I'll give you an example of that, just one example so you understand what I'm saying with the math and what it can mean. Let's say there was $2 million in the streamline pool, $2 million. It would times that by 0.05%, and then let's say that there's 50 people that need to be paid out, so they would divide that by 50 people. All right, and then that's $1,000. All right, that's $1,000. So, it's times 0.5% is $1,000, and then they would divide that by 50. Okay, the amount of people, that'd be $20 per person that they would get in the pool. You would get $20 per day if that was the math on the pool. So every day the pool is rising because people are joining Paraiba. So that's kind of cool. You're going to see that. And even free members, when you join as a free member, the streamline starts to grow. It starts to grow every day as a free member. And you have 30 days to upgrade. Otherwise, your position is deleted from Paraiba. But as long as you upgrade within that 30 days, then you have all of that streamline money that's come in from all the people after you that have joined company-wide that have deposited to Paraiba. Okay? So this is going to be a really cool way to make some money. We know people making hundreds of dollars per day already from the pool share. We've seen people down on level 5 and level 6 already in the pool. I don't know if there's anyone at level 7 yet. Obviously, it's a big number, but there will be soon. Okay, so this is going to be a really cool way. That's why we want to get started now, because this is going to be $10 million soon, guys. And then it's going to be 20 million, and 50 million, and 100 million as time goes by. And so do you want to get started now before it gets to 100 million, or would you rather come in 6 months from now and miss potentially millions of dollars? I mean, obviously timing is everything, right, guys? And the beginning is always the best time to be in anything, even though I think this will still be great 6 months, a year, 2 years from now as it continues to grow. But right now is an awesome time to be in because we see that streamline growing every single day. Okay, now we have the downline bonus. So the downline bonus is really cool. This is, you're going to get paid off the efforts of yourself, the efforts of other people in your business to infinity, guys, to infinity. That's what's really cool about this. So your deposit, you need to have at least $1,000. And I'm talking about the qualification here for the downline bonus. You need to have $1,000 yourself or more deposited with Paraiba. And to qualify for this, all of these first line accounts, so all of your personally sponsored people here need to have $1,000 as well. Okay, so if you have between 1 and 4 people personally sponsored that have $1,000, you're going to get 0.01% daily in earnings from those deposits. Now, if you have more than 20 people, so 20 people or more, you're making the highest amount possible, 0.04% daily from all deposits. Now, I'm not talking about just your first line people, because remember, a lot of those first line people, they're going to grow too, right? They're going to start to grow and share Paraiba with other people. And this could get down to level 10, 20, 50, 100, 1,000 even. You're going to get paid off all of those people as long as you're qualified. All of those people. So it goes to infinity levels with Paraiba, as long as you have these qualifications here that I just mentioned. And it doesn't matter how much money they've got in. Okay? Doesn't matter how much any of those people have into infinity. They could have $25, $100, $50,000. Doesn't matter what they have in. You're going to get paid as long as you qualify with your own 1,000. And you've got at least 20 yourself with 1,000. You're going to get that 0.04% off everybody to infinity. So that is an awesome, awesome way to get paid in Paraiba. That is going to add up. And for most of you that are sharing this, this is going to be your biggest income as time goes by. This is going to be your biggest income. All right. And the last one, guys, is our ranking bonus. So as you guys reach achievements here with Paraiba, the company's going to pay you these nice one-time bonuses. So for those of you building, this can be real nice. This can add up. I'll just give you a quick couple of examples here with our ranking bonuses. We've got 6 different diamond positions here. There's yellow diamond all the way up to the Paraiba blue diamond here. So the yellow diamond, you need to have $1,000 yourself, and you need to have at least one person personally sponsored with $1,000, and the company's going to pay you $10. That doesn't sound like a lot, but it's something that gets you started. But it begins to be a lot once you grow here, right? So as an example, the green, you need to have 10,000 yourself, and then you need to have 5 to 9 people, your first line, with a minimum of 5,000 total. Okay, minimum of 5,000 total, and then one blue. Okay, one of these blue people here on your team, and the company's going to pay you $1,000 at that point. So that's nice. That can add up, and that can go into work into the system if you want it to. All right, or you can take it out. It's entirely up to you. And then all the way up, of course, the blue private diamond, we're going to pay you $25,000. That's nice. And we already know people that have got the purple. I'm not sure about the red, but I think so. I definitely know someone who's got the purple. I think Dirk showed us last week. He just qualified for the purple, so the company paid him $5,000, so that's pretty cool. So I like these ranking bonuses because they can get big as time goes by. Nice one-time payments. Okay, so that's it, guys. That is our presentation with Paraiba. And if you've got some questions, we'll get to those later on. Think about your questions. You can obviously get into the chat. Okay, you can get into the chat and type your questions in, and we'll get to those. We'll also go through all of you guys waving your hands afterwards if you've got any questions, and we'll get them answered. So let me just stop the share right now. I'm going to stop the share because I know we're going to see a back office, pretty cool looking back office. We're going to see what it looks like. We're going to see what some success looks like here already with Paraiba. We've got some great people that have already achieved amazing success in a matter of just weeks here. So we know what's possible. And Stefan, I've stopped sharing my screen. Are you able to share your screen to show us what's going on? Let me just introduce Stefan real quick. Stefan is my sponsor. Stefan is my sponsor in Paraiba. He's also my sponsor in Minerva, and some of you here on the call know about Minerva. It's a bit of a collaboration, bit of a partnership here with Paraiba, in that there's going to be about 45,000 Minerva members now coming into Paraiba over the next few weeks. So that's another great reason to be involved now, because that streamline is really going to grow when all these members start coming over to Paraiba. And so Stefan's a great guy. He's out of Austria, speaks very good German and very good English, and is a great guy in terms of honesty and integrity. So he's gonna show us, guys, a back office. Go ahead, Stefan.
Okay, thanks, Michael. Let me just share my screen here. Can you see it?
Yes, we see it.
Okay, great. So I'm showing here the back office of my upline in order to show you what's possible to reach within a very short period of time. It's really an amazing example what can be done here with Paraiba. Dirk joined about 8 weeks ago, and you can see what he has already reached here in Paraiba. The back office is very nicely built, has a very good structure. You can see everything on one screen, actually, what is really important. You can see here your own deposit on the left side. Here you see the calculation of the last daily profit. So this amount is being paid each profit day from Thursday to Sunday. And he's already getting $1,113 each day from Paraiba within 8 weeks of joining. And here down below you see the exact calculation how this amount comes together. So from his own deposit here, from the 28,000, he gets the 0.3%. And this is down here in the first line, it's $85 actually. And he has a first line, which you can see here, 21 people who have deposited $102,000 so far. Of course, this number is climbing also because they keep reinvesting and other people come on board over time. And from the first line, he's getting paid the 0.3% as well. And you can see that here the matching bonus, 0.3%, is $305 daily. And his whole downline is already 2,911 people or accounts, because you can open many accounts if you want to. You can have multiple accounts here in Paraiba. So this is not actually people, but it's accounts that are open below him. And the whole amount that is being deposited here is $911,000. And this gives a downline bonus of $358 US. You see, it's a very high number because the downline will grow very, very quickly if people tell the next person and the next person and the next person, and people keep investing. And you can make money on your whole complete downline, which is very outstanding and unique in this business. I've never seen that in any other company. And also what's very unique here in Paraiba is the pools, the streamline, which is working parallel to the system, which is more or less a unilevel system. But you also have this streamline where everybody who is joining Paraiba is being positioned in the streamline one by one, and each of their deposits are calculated together, and you see that here in his account it's 4.7 million already. And as Michael told you before, you can see this number multiplied by 0.05% is being put into each of these pools. And depending on how many people are qualified right now for these pools, it's being divided by the number of people. So for example, the 4.7 million times 0.05% divided by 547 people, resulting in this $4.34 daily also. And he has already qualified for pool 5, so he gets now the money from pool 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is all being added up. So the same amount is being paid into each of these pools, and because there are less and less people who qualify for these pools, the number of the share is getting higher, of course. And altogether is adding up to $364 daily. This is really the biggest part of the commissions right now. And everything together is giving this $1,113 US. And you have several menu options here on the left side. You can see, for example, the team. You can click on each of the team members and it opens up on the next level, and you can see the deposits of each of the people. You can see how many people they have sponsored already, and so you can go down several levels deep and see all the people in the whole downline where you can make money from. So this is also color coded, which is very nice. You can immediately see the range of money that is being deposited here. So from $1,000 and up, they are color coded in blue. For example, green is $5,000 and up, and red is $15,000 and up. And so you have a clear sight immediately where everybody stands, also which rank they have achieved, and very, very nicely displayed. Also in the dashboard, everything is color coded. You can see here the first line. You can see the qualifications levels that he has reached in the 8 weeks up to the purple rank. And here down below, you can see what is being needed to reach the next rank, the red diamond. There he needs to have 3 people who qualify for purple, then he will reach the red diamond position and get the next award from the company of $10,000 US.
Very nice. One thing I just want to mention, that this way everyone understands, you can see on the left-hand side, the own deposits, he's got $28,764. And one thing I want to be clear for everybody, I know there's a lot of companies out there that when you put in money with them, at some point it expires, which I don't like that word. The reason I don't like that word is because the company has our funds and they're trading them. Why should that ever expire, right? Why should my money expire after 2 months, 3 months, whatever it is, right? And then I got to go put more money in, right? Why would I want to do that? That doesn't make sense to me, but there's a lot of companies that do that. But what I like is that Paraiba does not do that. Paraiba's got your money trading. So if they've got that money, then it should be trading for the lifetime of the trading, right? That just makes sense. So here's what's really cool. All the money that you've got in that deposit, guys, that is a lifetime. It's a lifetime contract. As long as the company's here and doing their thing, that's going to continue to trade. Now you can take it out, of course, after every 100-day cycle if you want to. If you need it, you want to take it out, that's fine. But it's going to continue to work. And the cool thing about some of these profits that Stefan is showing you, the money that's being made here, you can take those funds, turn around, put it right back in, and have it working for you with the company, right? So that's really cool. Maybe Stefan, you could show a little bit about how to deposit, reinvest, that kind of stuff on the left-hand side. So for new people who want to get started, once they get into their dashboard, they know where to go.
So here you go to deposits, and you see also a list of all the deposits that have been made and all the reinvestments as well. So as soon as you have a profit of $25, you can do a reinvestment and therefore use the compounding factor as well. So you make more than the percentage that you would make if you would just leave the money in for the whole half year, for example. And you click here on add deposit. And then you can enter here the amount in US dollars, for example, 1,000 US dollars. And write anything you want to have in your list as a memory of what you have done here. And then you click on Bitcoin and click on save. And then there's a QR code popping up, and it tells you how much Bitcoin you need to send to which address, and you can copy either the address and the Bitcoins to your wallet, or better even, you just scan the QR code with your wallet and make the deposit that way. You have 3 hours to make the deposit. As soon as you have sent the Bitcoin, this is fine. So even if it takes longer on the blockchain, it doesn't matter. As soon as you have sent it, within this time frame, it's fine.
And to be clear, Stefan, for anyone that's sending funds in this example, you want to make sure that you send the exact Bitcoin amount that they state. You don't want to go to your wallet and then type in $1,000 US manually, because it could be different from what the company is telling you to send. So it's very important. Don't send a dollar value. Send exactly what they're saying there in Bitcoin. Very, very important, okay? Because you want to make sure that it gets there and it's not delayed.
Yes, and always use a private wallet to send the funds. Never send the funds directly from an exchanger, because very often they charge the fee on top of the amount of money that you want to send, or they subtract it from the money, and then you don't get the 0.1037, but maybe you get 0.1036 or something like that sent to the address, and then the system can't recognize the payment. So always
it gets posted,
send the money from the exchange to your private wallet, and then send it, use it to make the payment. Then it's always without any problems.
That's great. Stefan, can you show the incentives real quick? Because I'm going to go over just one example of that here after you do that, just so people can understand from a passive standpoint. There are some packages that the company has that can set you up with a strategy immediately, whereby you have multiple positions that are all yourself. Okay, this is not stacking, by the way, guys. We're not talking about multiple levels here. This is just yourself underneath of yourself, okay? So multiple positions of yourself, and these packages allow you to take advantage of the way the structure is with Paraiba and make more profit on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. Go ahead, Stefan.
Mm-hmm. So here, when you make a deposit, you can choose one of the incentives here. That's very nice for passive investors who don't like to sponsor, but still want to get more profits out of the system, so they can also get profits from first line bonus, downline bonus, and even from the pools. For example, there's the Quick Start Program 2, which gives you direct access or qualification to pool 1 and 2. And it starts with 10K. So if you invest 10,000 US dollars, the system automatically puts 5,000 into your main account, and it creates 5 accounts below you with $1,000 each. So in that way, you already qualify for pool 1 and pool 2, and you also get the first line commissions as well as the downline bonus on the 5 accounts that are placed below you, even though they are from your own money. And here you have several options. You can also get into pool 5 directly. You have to invest 110,000 US dollars, and then they are distributed to 20 accounts, like you see here above. And that way you jump already into pool 5, and you get a lot of commissions on top of the money you would get if you just would invest the money on one account only.
Stefan, maybe you can stop sharing your screen just for a second. I'm going to show everyone an example of this, and I realize that this is not going to be for everybody, right? Those are obviously big money, and for people that can afford it and want to do it, it's there. So that's really cool. Let me just share my screen real quick. I'll just show an example of what we're talking about here. Here we go. Can everyone?
Yes.
Can you see this now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, great. So I'm just going to give the first one here, guys, because you can obviously read the other ones if you want to. But if someone's got $10,000, so as Stefan said, it would be your first main account would have $5,000, and then you'd have 5 sub accounts of $1,000 each. And remember, these are all your accounts under your own name. And you don't have to do separate KYC for each of them. Don't worry about that. Do one KYC, all these other accounts will get attached, no problem. So one account with 5,000 and 5 sub accounts with 1,000 each. Now this is an example, guys, not a guarantee. Okay, I just want you guys to understand the numbers I'm showing you here are just examples. So in this example, you have a streamlined volume of 2 million. Now I realize when you're starting right off the bat, you're not going to have 2 million, but you probably will get there. Okay, I'm not going to tell you exactly when. Could be 2 weeks, could be a month. I have no idea, but you will likely get there. Right, the company's growing right now, and so you're going to have a few $1 million for all of you that are joining right now. You're very likely going to have millions of dollars in that streamline over the next few weeks. Okay, so in this example, if you had $2 million in your streamline, this would be a daily profit of $64 or just over $1,000 per month. Okay, so as an example, and you can see the other ones here. And again, these are big, I understand that, but some passive players, they like to be this way. They've got the bigger money, maybe they don't want to build a team, but they just want their money working. They can do this way, and it gives them that extra benefit. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing here, guys. If you have any questions, we'll get to those. I think we've covered everything, haven't we, Stefan? Have we missed anything?
I could show the withdrawals as well.
Sure.
Yeah. So here on the profits part, you can see an exact table where you see each day where a profit has been paid and the separate commissions on everything added up in the last number. So you see he started with $3.54 and jumped up to 30 cents a day. And you see, when you scroll up, it's just getting higher and higher and higher because there's more and more people joining and more money in the system. So the commissions are just growing and growing and growing. And that's also very nice about Paraiba because each day you log in, when there's a profit day, a payday, you have a higher amount in your earnings that you can see. And this is all passive income, basically. It's really an amazing thing. And here on withdrawals, you see he has made several withdrawals with $1,440 US, and the last one he asked for was and $80. It takes between 5 and 7 days. Until then you get paid the amount that you ask for on directly to your Bitcoin wallet that you have on file with Paraiba. And also here in infos you have several things you can look through. You have the social media where you can get the direct links for the Telegram group, for example. You have the presentations that Michael has been showing. You can download it here. You have the links to the webinar, everything. You can just go through all this information here and get informed yourself about Paraiba.
Okay, great. Thank you, Stefan. It's an awesome back office, and that's from somebody that has been building for about 2 months, 8 weeks. It's already achieved over $1,000 a day, so that's pretty cool. So now we know what's possible here if we get to work and begin to share this a little bit with people. Now's the time, right? Because we're at the beginning. All right, let me, if anyone has any questions they want to type out, guys, you would just click on the chat at the bottom in the middle. If you got anything you want to type out, we'll get to it. Let me just scroll through. I can unmute you. I realize you guys are muted, but I will unmute you if you've got a question. Just, I'm going to go through. If you've got a question, guys, just wave your hand and we'll get to it.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, go ahead.
My video wasn't working here for some reason, but the question I have is on on each individual, their own deposits, whatever they make, like if you put in 200 and then you put in 25 and then you put in 475, whatever amount an individual puts in, they have to get to the $1,000 mark, correct?
Well, they have to get to the $1,000 mark if they want to participate in, say, for example, the downline bonus or the pools. Okay, so that's a simple qualification.
Right, of course.
But you're going to get paid a profit no matter how much you put in, $25 and up. Okay, you're going to get paid a profit every payday from that amount, no matter what it is. It just needs to be a minimum of 25.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. And it's not like other companies where, let's say you add $100 today, and then you add another $100 in 2 days. Well, that other $100 doesn't have, since there's no expiry here, it just gets added to the system. Okay, there's no, it doesn't have a separate cycle of 100 days to it. Okay, it's just added in the same 100-day cycle that you're in now. But again, that doesn't matter because there's no expiry here. So at the end of that 100 cycle days, you can take out all of the funds if you want to. Okay, if you need them, if you have an emergency, okay, you feel like you want to quit, whatever it is. If you want or need all of the funds you put into Paraiba, you can take it out. Okay, but of course, as Stefan just showed you, if you've got enough to do a withdrawal, every week you can do a withdrawal. That's fine, no problem there at all.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let me just, somebody else. Is it Tony? Mike, can you mute yourself again?
Hey Mike, can I quickly ask you a question, bud?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I reinvest every day?
As long as you have $25.
Oh, cool. That's good.
Yep.
Yep, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, $25 minimum investment, $25 minimum reinvestment.
Quality.
Tony Wicks, did you still have a question or no?
Yes, I did. Mike, can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you, Tony.
Awesome. Question, can the profits earned be converted or transferred over directly for reinvestment?
Yes, directly. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so that can happen internal within the back office.
Internal, yes. When you go, we don't have the office up right now, but yes, you can go and just click a button and anything you've got in your balance will be reinvested in the system right away.
Sweet. Okay, just choose balance. Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yep, you're welcome. Let me just go through, see if anyone's waving their hand.
I think Afrina's waving her hand, yeah?
Okay, sorry, let me just get to
Yeah, I just unmute myself.
Okay, good, yeah. Hi, Alfina, yeah.
Hi. Question. Because we are in the process of getting the Minerva structure in, you have asked us all in the Minerva side to ask your sponsor if they want to step in at this moment or whatever, so you can get their reference link. What if they have just the 30 days free membership and you go under their reference link and they decide not to put any money in and they fall out and their account will be dismissed? Where do you stand if you had used their reference link? Do you go a place up to their sponsor, or?
Yeah, that's you're saying if your upline comes in for 30 days, they give you the link, you get in, but they don't do anything, even though you do, then what happens?
Yeah.
The technical aspect of that, maybe Stefan, do you know the answer to that yet? Because they haven't got that in yet, it's coming. I don't know what the answer will be to that, but maybe Stefan knows. Or do we know that yet, Stefan?
I think you just move up to the next sponsor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's normal, isn't it?
Yeah, usually it is. Yeah, with that type of thing. So yeah, you'll move up to the upline, your upline. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so for those of you that are in Minerva, and if you're not in Minerva, don't worry about what I'm about to say, but if you're in Minerva, there will be a mirroring of the Minerva downline into Paraiba in the coming weeks, and you'll have a choice to get into that point. You get in now, but what we're asking people to do is, if you are in Minerva, then please talk to your sponsor in Minerva first. Talk to your sponsor in Minerva first. If they are in Paraiba, great, get their Paraiba link. If they're not in Paraiba, then ask them to contact their upline, or their upline leaders, and get in if they want to get in. Okay, get them the information so that they can get in for you, so you can get their referral link. It's not going to be a perfect process, unfortunately, it never is that way, but we're going to try and do the best we can, do it with integrity, do it with honesty, it's important. But in a few weeks, that mirroring will happen, and then people will have the option to have a second account if they're already in. If they're already in, it doesn't matter, right? The mirroring won't matter because they're already in. If they're not in, then they'll have the option at that point to come in, and they'll be automatically placed under their Minerva sponsor or above them until they reach someone who is in Paraiba. It looks like you can unmute yourself if you have a question. I don't think I need to unmute yourself. Mike, I don't know if you still...
Yeah.
Okay,
In regards to advertising, I know in Telegram they had some photos, right? But generally speaking, did they plan on having any material for advertising? So basically we all stay in a compliant format?
Right. So I'll answer that, and then maybe if Stefan feels I didn't answer it adequately, he can chime in. There is a landing page that they're working on right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so that will come out shortly. They're just redoing it, and obviously that'll be compliant because it'll be from the company, right? So when that landing page is done, you'll be able to use that. The company really would prefer you to share this in more of a one-on-one private basis. That is the preference of the company. They do not want you, and I certainly would not recommend anybody be spamming this out there all over the place. That is not what we want for Paraiba. As I said, we're a little bit more of an exclusive company, a little bit of a higher class company. So you don't want to do that. We don't want to attract the type of people that really are not for this company. So we want you to talk to your valued friends and business associates on more of a one-on-one private basis. There are some videos out there that have been done, some very nice professional YouTube videos, and of course in our group we've got that posted. There's a 14-minute video that's been done that goes through it. It's quite nice. I think it's very well done. So you can share that, and then go over the PowerPoint with the person, but always try to talk with the person one-on-one if you can. I think that's the best way. rather than spamming it out there to anyone ever. Was there anything you wanted to add to that, Stefan, or did I cover that?
Perfect.
Okay, all right, great. All right, guys, go ahead. If you have any more questions, unmute yourself and go ahead, or if you want to type it in, you can click on chat at the bottom.
Yeah, sure. I do want to ask a question actually. When you do YouTube videos, it's advised to do a disclaimer, as per what Michael did a few hours, well, 20 minutes ago. Always put a disclaimer. That's the only way, you know.
I agree, 100%. Very important.
You know, because everybody's got different results. You know, when I do videos, I always say this is based on my results. You know, and I always say to people that at the end of the day, it's nothing's guaranteed. You know, but as long as you let people know, it's fine, and you're covered. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good point, Matt. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, if you're going to copy that video, guys, and put it out there under your own YouTube channel, as an example, make sure you have that. I mean, the disclaimer is in the video, of course, but you want to have it underneath the video. Never have enough. And yeah, it's important, right? It doesn't matter what we're doing. There's always some kind of a risk, but obviously we want to do things where, you know, we've looked at everything possible. We've done the due diligence. We want to do things that have the least amount of risk possible. And I believe we're with a company that has very low risk based on, you know, what we're doing. And that's where I want to be, right? I don't want high risk anymore. We're done with high risk. We're gonna stay with the right companies, with the right people doing the right things. Any other questions, guys? Just go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
I don't know if Timmy brought this up to you, and my connection has gone in and out, so y'all may have discussed it. What is the possibility that the streamline will update real time like the downline does? I just, you know, obviously I'm new in this, and after just one day, then everybody that I brought in, nobody did anything when they didn't see the streamline change at all for those 3 days. And so I just didn't know if anybody's had a conversation, maybe Stefan, you know, can the software update the streamline real time just like what it does? The downline is awesome. And so if they applied it to the streamline, I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's going to happen. Stefan, do you want to answer that? I already know the answer, but do you want to answer that?
Yeah, Erich has put in a lot of money to get programmed a new back office, which has more capabilities than the old one. And this will be launched in about maybe 2-3 weeks or something like that. And there, from what I heard, there will be also the updating of the streamline also on the other days.
Right, yeah, so that's coming in the new back office, John. And I
Awesome.
100% agree. That's going to be something that's we're all like to see it updating all the time, because people are going to see it and feel like, wow, I'm missing out literally every hour, every few hours of the day.
It's going to be huge. I mean, that's truly a game changer. And thank you for addressing it.
Yeah, cool, very good. And I just got a note privately from Erich about that too. And he noted that it's coming in the new back office, which hopefully in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks or so. So pretty soon, guys. Any other questions, guys? Just go ahead and unmute yourself if you have a question.
Michael.
Yeah, hey Dave, good to see you. What's up?
Dave Ireland here. A couple of real quick questions. Someone mentioned about reinvesting the earnings with $25 minimum. Now, we can't take out our initial investment for 6 months, but can we take our earnings out every $25?
No, not every $25. Right now, it's at you can take it out every week right now.
Wait,
There is a minimum right now of $500. Now, don't everybody gasp on that. I know it sounds like a lot, but that's going to come down with the new back office. When that launches, it's going to be a lot lower. Okay, I'm pressing for $50 or $100. I don't know what it'll be exactly, but it'll be a lot less than that. But yeah, you can take out your funds every week. All your profits can be taken out every week.
perfect. The other one, we talked about this $4.745 million deposited in the streamline when the original chart a few hours ago, it was like. And then you said there was $10 million though that's been invested in the company. Does that 4.7 million represent just the streamline underneath the person who has this account, either your account or Stefan's?
Okay, so you may have heard me say an example of where it might be at some point. I mentioned it might be at 10 million at some point. It's
Right.
not there. Yeah, right now we're looking overall in the whole company. I believe it's around 5 million in total, not 10 million, but around 5 million in total. But when you see the streamline in your back office, those numbers, that number is from every single person that has joined after you in the whole entire company worldwide, not just under you, but under anybody.
And no one came in before me, just those people collectively who came in after me.
That's correct.
And then at 0.05%.
Yeah, they times it by 0.05% and they get a number. That
Yeah.
number then is divided by the number of people in each particular pool qualified.
Okay.
And that's how they get what they're paying out every day.
I think you got another winner here, Michael. I like it. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, me too. Absolutely, Dave. Yeah. Okay, so I just got the actual number right now in the streamline, guys, is $5.3 million. It's actually over $5 million.
But that's not in my streamline.
Not in your streamline because you joined, 2 weeks ago, Dave? Approximately a week or two. So everyone that's joined after you from a week or two ago and has deposited, that's what you see in your streamline. But if somebody joined day one back in October, they would see about 5.3 million.
Where was I in October? Why wasn't I?
Where were we all in October? Indeed, yeah. We're not German, so we didn't get the link.
I could be.
Yeah.
A name like Ireland, I could be anything.
Yeah, for sure. That's very German, isn't it?
I blame it onto Stefan.
Where were you in October?
I didn't
your
know it
fault.
back then.
Your fault.
That's okay though, guys. It doesn't matter because we got, potentially millions coming in over the many weeks and months ahead of us, right? So that's not going to seem like a lot from 3, 4, 5, 6 months from now.
Especially there are now companies joining Paraiba. Minerva is not the only one. Erich is in talk with other company leaders. They all want to bring the whole downline into the company. So you can expect a lot of people coming in the next couple of months.
Great presentation today. Great job.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Any other questions, guys? Just unmute yourself. If you have a question, we'll get that answered for you.
I just want to say one thing. Great webinar, Michael. Very well done. And in the English-speaking country, you say Paraiba, but actually it's Portuguese, and you say Paraiba.
Paraiba.
Correct way to pronounce it is Paraiba.
Paraiba. Okay, I think I got to twist my tongue too much on that one. All right.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. That's good to know.
Yeah. Well, very well done. Good webinar.
Thank you. Okay. Anyone else? Going once.
For the webinar. This is Tim of the Prince.
Hey, Tim. Good to hear you, buddy.
Good to hear you also. Hey, Matt.
Hi, Tim. You're right, mate. Cool.
Okay. So, if there's any other questions, going once, going twice. Okay. All right, that's great, guys. I think we covered it. So, here's what you want to do now. Get back with the person that showed you Paraiba. I'm not even going to try to say it in Portuguese. I've already forgotten what that was, Gerhard, but Paraiba, I'm sorry, that's just the way to go for me. Get back with the person, guys, that showed you this opportunity, and at the very least right now, you want to become a free member so that Streamline starts growing for you, right? Because remember, that Streamline grows. As soon as you're a free member, it's there. And what's going to be exciting in the new back office is even free members are going to see that Streamline. And every day they log in, wow, that Streamline is growing. Why am I not in yet? Why am I not upgraded? Right? They're going to be asking themselves that. So there's going to be this daily incentive that even the free members are going to have to want to get upgraded here. So when I say dip your toes in the water, if you can do it, it's comfortable for you, great, do it, guys. I highly encourage at least 100 if you get started. Watch it work for you. watch this system work for you. We're in the paydays right now, so if you get in today, within 24 hours, you're going to see your first profit. So that's really cool. If you can do 1,000 or more, I think that's the best place to start in terms of strategy. Gets you, in that qualifying position. Once you have, at least one member with 1,000, then you're qualified now because you got that 1,000 in there. So get your toes dipped in the water here, or dive in, whatever you want to do, guys. But at the very least, get started. Watch this system work for you guys, because it does work. We'll have another webinar next Thursday, 3 o'clock. And bring guests, guys. Bring your new people in, because we're going to get them in. You don't want somebody else sponsoring the people you know. You want to have those people on your team. Lots of exciting things happening, a lot of growth happening right now. So be part of it, guys. Start profiting daily with this here at Paraiba. So, guys, thank you for joining us. Appreciate everybody's time. Make it a great day, and we'll see you again next week. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Goodbye.
Thanks, Michael.
Thanks, Dave.
Here's Mike.
Thanks, Mike. Bye.
Cheers, Steph.
Bye, Mike.
Good work.